Big Three Breakdown.
Welcome everybody back to the Big Three Breakdowns. My name is Pulsemetrics, aka Jackson Girding.
And my name's Nico Mateo.
And today we are going to be doing our 2026 NBA mock drafts. We'll be doing more of these in the future. I mean, we still have a month and a half before the draft, so don't think this is going to be our only one. I mean, we'll have our opinions changed. By the way, we'll be getting a lot more consistent with the content. Sorry for the, absence. We've just been busy, but we'll be getting back, to our consistent selves. But real quick before we start, we have a piece of breaking news. It was announced earlier this morning. The Los Angeles Chargers are signing David Njoku to a 1-year, $8 million contract, and he takes on that.
That is a phenomenal signing by the Chargers. David Njoku, when healthy, is probably top 5 tight end in football. Justin Herbert can use another weapon like David Njoku. He'll be a great fit in that offense and the Chargers have been very shallow at tight end in this past few seasons.
I mean, they've had Tyler Conklin, but last year he didn't really start popping off until week 5? If he did ever pop off. To be completely realistic. But Justin Herbert, I feel like this is a make or break year for him.
This is a make or break year for Justin Herbert, yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much longer I can keep defending him.
I mean, the talent's there. He just has to be able to perform in the playoffs.
Yeah, stop throwing 4 picks in the playoffs. But getting into the draft now. So, to start off, we have number 14. Who you have going here?
For pick number 14 going to the Hornets, I got Kareem Lopez, forward from the New Zealand Breakers from the NBL.
Kareem Lopez, forward. How tall is he? What are his stats?
He's 6'9". He averaged 12.62 in a steal a game. I mean, from what I've seen from highlights and all that, he has shown some incredible flashes throughout his season, and I think if he played in college, he'll be a more highly regarded prospect. But because he was overseas, he's gonna be a little bit more sought after.
True. Yeah. Hey. We had a lot of guys drafted out overseas last year, and it seems like they're turning out pretty well. I mean, Luka Doncic. He's a European player.
People like Luka and Wemby, and Yao Ming, those international prospects are on a different tier than people
true.
People like Kareem Lopez, some Bilal Coulibaly, or people like that.
Bilal Coulibaly. Dude, Bilal Coulibaly's a stud.
Yeah, I know.
But getting into my number 14, I have the Hornets arguably picking their biggest need right now. I have them picking a center, and his name is Jaden Quintans. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Out of Kentucky. Kentucky was mainly good due to their bigs. Their bigs. This guy is something else. And he's very versatile. He's great defensively, especially. Because let's be real, centers in college basketball are not supposed to be the most fantastic scorers. So you got to take that with a grain of salt. You got to take the points per game with a grain of salt. He helped contribute to Kentucky a lot last year. So I feel the Hornets are going to take a shot at him.
Yeah.
But number 13, who you got?
And I think this player arguably could have went higher. I got LeBaron Filan Jr. from Alabama.
LeBaron. I honestly could argue that he could be a little higher.
Yeah, I thought about putting him higher, but the people who I have ahead, I mean, he could have went to like probably my next pick, but it's kind of a toss up between him and the guy who I have next. But I mean, 22, 3 and 5. He helped Bama make the March Madness playoff, make March Madness. Sorry about that. Yeah, he was a focal point in that offense, especially.
And Alabama last year, I mean, had the number one statistical offense out of any team.
Yeah, and this dude was a key was a vocal point of that offense.
Exactly. So yeah, the Heat. I mean, imagine, imagine him and Tyler Hero playing in the guard positions.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be great. But I do have Braden Burris going. I do have Braden Burris going out of Arizona, going to the Miami Heat. You could argue that this guy was the best player on Arizona. I mean, they had a bunch of good players. That's part of the reason why they went to the Final Four. But this man, especially his shooting, is just elite.
Mm-hmm.
At least for a kid as young as he is. He's got, for a shooting guard, I'd say he's got pretty decent playmaking.
Yeah.
At least from what I've seen. But next up, we have the OKC Thunder.
So I have a trade here.
Ooh.
I have the Thunder trading out of the first and Memphis trading up to 12 and taking Braden Burries.
Okay, so we have a trade. And we have taken Braden Burries, shooting guard out of Arizona. Why?
Yeah, I mean, I think you kind of covered it all for me here. He was a vocal point in Arizona, and I think this is gonna be the difference between Braden Burries and LeBaron Filan. Arizona was a way better team this year, and I think that is gonna help his draft stock a lot better than Filan.
Yeah. I mean, this guy can play a mean defense too.
Yeah, and as you said, he's a great shooter.
But I have a trade alert. Trade alert. I think the Thunder are trading out of the first round to the Toronto Raptors, where the Toronto Raptors will select Hannes Steinbach, power forward slash center out of Washington. This guy again.
I can see that happening.
I mean, it's not really a lot to do with his skills. It's got to do with the fact that like the Raptors like center, much like what I said about the Hornets, the center or big is really what the Raptors are lacking. I mean, they got the Scotty Barnes, they got Emmanuel Quickley, they got Brandon Ingram, they got R.J. Barrett. Now they just need a center, and Hannes Steinbach can really, be that guy for him.
Yeah, and I think that Toronto missing a big definitely was a key like component in them losing in the first round to Cleveland.
Because I mean the Raptors bigs like starter and bench like they could not guard Jarrett Allen.
Mm-mm.
No, they could not. Golden State Warriors. Who do you got?
I got Golden State Warriors drafting. Sorry if I mispronounced the name. Yaxel Lendenborg.
Yaxel Lendenborg out of Michigan. This guy was a stud.
He was phenomenal in March Madness.
March Madness. Alongside him and Ade Mara, like that two, like that dynamic duo, that dynamic big duo. Sorry for my stuttering. Those two playing the power forward and the center position.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody could get a shot off in the paint. Yaxel Lendenborg.
Yeah, and I think him and Ade Mara was probably one of the, if not the main reason why Michigan won the whole tournament.
Exactly. I actually agree with you. I think that's who I have the Warriors taking. Um, especially his defense. Like Axel Lendeborg as an offensive player, like can always improve, but his defense is what really impresses me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now number 10, Milwaukee Bucks. Who do you got?
I got Milwaukee Bucks taking Nate Ament from Tennessee.
Nate Ament.
I mean, he's really impressed me this season. And as a freshman, as a freshman, he's going to be young. And that's just what the Bucks need. They need young talent.
And plus, like they don't even have a point guard. Like
exactly.
The Bucks don't even have a point guard.
Nate Ament's a forward, but
I understand he's a forward. They don't have a point guard. They have that point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Like they don't have anything.
Yeah, and Nate Ament is he's kind of like a stretch wing. He's 6'10", 207. He averaged 17 and 6, which I think pairing him up with Giannis, if they don't trade him, will be a great compliment to each other.
True, but I mean, you can go him. I'm going with LeBaron Filan out of Alabama, just because like the Bucks need like a leader of the offense. They need like a playmaker, and LeBaron Filan's like one of the best point guards coming out of his draft. I mean, there will be other point guards that go before him, but I feel like the Bucks, they need everything. So at this point, they should probably just take best available.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time for the Mavericks. Who do you got?
For the Mavericks, I got them going Michael Brown Jr.
Michael Brown Jr. out of Louisville.
Yeah. I mean, they can really use a guard, and like when Kyrie comes back, Michael, Kyrie, and Coop, that's gonna be insane.
Yeah, him like Kyrie. I mean, he's naturally a point guard, but also Kyrie can also play shooting guard. He's played shooting guard, so you're gonna have to like move some stuff around in that rotation. Otherwise, or maybe if you want to sit Michael Brown on the bench, who I also have the Mavericks taking. If you want to like sit him like on the bench for a year, let him learn behind these guys, get his minutes in as like a bench player, then fine. If that's the way you want to roll. But I don't know. I think this guy is so talented. Like he should be starting right away.
And I think that moving Kyrie to the 2 is going to be easier than moving Michael to the 2, just because I think it's going to be a little bit easier for a veteran guard like Kyrie to adapt to a new position than a rookie.
Exactly. Plus, I mean, Kyrie's mainly like he's naturally a shooting guard anyway, so
yeah,
you're getting a good deal there.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that big of a difference.
I think we have the same number 8. Who do you have him taking?
Yeah, I got Ade Mara.
Ade Mara out of Michigan, the 7'3" monster.
Yeah,
I mean, this guy, what is minutes?
The Hawks desperately are in need of a center right now.
Desperately in need of a center. I think he's like a Zach Edey, but can actually rebound well.
Yeah, he reminds me of a better version of Zach Edey. And, I mean, we saw it against the Knicks. The Hawks were in desperate need of a big.
Yeah. Because, like, Cat was just bullying in the paint. The Hawks had nobody to, like, answer that, like, in the paint. Especially not on the perimeter, too.
Yeah. And I think Ade Mara is going to be I know I throw this around a lot, but he's going to be a great compliment to Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, like Jalen Johnson. I don't know if they're going to pay C.J. McCollum, but you do have Nickeil Alexander-Walker, too. Like, the Hawks are building a good team.
Mm-hmm.
Sacramento Kings. Who do we got?
I got Kingston Flemings.
So do I.
I think from here on out, our picks are going to be pretty similar.
Yeah, pretty similar. This guy, Kingston Flemings, is one of the best pure point guards in this draft. Like his passing ability is better than most point guards in this draft.
Yeah, and that's what the Kings need. I mean, they need everything, but they can use somebody to run that offense.
Yeah, because I mean, like to be fair, if DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine were gonna try to play point guard, at some point, which I think is a terrible idea. They're not getting any younger.
Yeah.
Kingston Fleming, like the Sacramento Kings, it kind of feels like no matter what they do, like they're probably going to fail. They're like the Jets of, they're literally like the Jets of the NBA. But hey, Kingston Flemings is, I mean, one of the main reasons why Houston went as far as they did. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about Kingston Flemings. Like, he's a great scorer too.
Yeah.
All right, Brooklyn Nets. Who do you have?
I got Darius Acuff.
Darius Acuff Jr. out of good old Arkansas. This guy was one of the best scorers in the entire thing. In the entire league.
He's one of the best scorers in college basketball. I mean, he averaged 23 and 4.5 assists, shooting almost 50% from the field goal.
Being that efficient at the college level is insane.
Yeah.
But we, at least I do, I have a trade. I think the Grizzlies will trade down with the Sacramento. Wait, well, hold on. Sacramento Kings. Oh, what was I thinking? The Nets. The Nets are going to trade up to 3, and then the Grizzlies will fall down to number 6, and then the Grizzlies are going to go ahead and take point guard Darius Acuff.
This all depends on what they're going to do with Ja Morant.
Yeah. Ja Morant,
if they move Ja Morant, this scenario can 110% work out. But if they don't, it's not gonna happen. I'm pushing
all my chips in on this move. Darius Acuff, he's like a younger version of Ja Morant, I feel like. Like that's his ceiling is something like, I don't know, Allen Iverson. I think that's his ceiling. I don't know if that's like a compliment. I don't know if you consider that maybe a compliment or a...
Comparing anybody to Allen Iverson's a compliment.
Yeah, but it's like what Allen Iverson accomplished. Darius Acuff, like his style of play similar to Allen Iverson's. Los Angeles Clippers, who do we have?
I have Keaton Wagler.
Yeah, Keaton
from
Wagler.
Illinois.
I think it's Keaton Wagler.
I mean, I think having a versatile point guard like Darius Garland, who will always who is a very reliable point guard on giving you double-digit assists, pair him up with Keaton Wagler, you really couldn't find a better scenario.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, you also have Kawhi. I mean, that's going to be a great big three. You know, those guys battling. But my only concern with them taking him, I would have the Clippers taking like someone like Darius Acuff, but at the same time, I do think Darius Acuff or Kingston Flemings are the better players than Keaton Wagler, but it's just dependent on like what they need, and I feel like
it's depending on Darius Garland can't play the two. Darius Garland is a pure point guard.
Exactly. He's a great passer. He's not made to just sit at the perimeter and shoot like a regular shooting guard. So yeah, Keaton Wagler is perfect for that job, I feel like.
Yeah.
Now we have the Bulls. Who do you have?
Caleb Wilson.
Caleb
Wilson and Matas Buzelis in 2 years from now is going to be an amazing duo.
I love to see the Bulls finally trying to rebuild instead of just forever and ever running it back with just Josh Giddey and Kobe White.
They don't even have Kobe White anymore.
No, I'm just saying, going into the season, they did.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, they were ready to run it back. But then they traded Kobe White to the Hornets. They fired their GM and president of offices. And they're starting over. And Caleb Wilson, I do feel like this could be a very hot take. I believe, bottom of my heart, Caleb Wilson is the most talented overall player in this draft. Shoot me.
It's not a crazy take, but it kind of is at the same time, because the next three people who we're going to talk about and who we have could be three of could be three like future All NBA players. Also,
I don't know. For Caleb Wilson's size, like, don't get me wrong. Like, let's not forget, he's supposed to be a forward or a center, and yet he's so versatile.
Yeah, he's like Kevin Durant.
Exactly. That's why I'm gonna call him one of the most. Like, his ceiling is Kevin Durant,
Mm-hmm.
and he could even play the center position too.
He's more of a wing, but who do you got for going three to the Brooklyn Nets?
Mr. Cam Boozer,
Yeah, I mean
Duke.
that's who I got also. Cam Boozer. At one point in time, I thought he was going number one.
Yeah, me too. I thought like if he was gonna win that series, win that game versus UConn, I thought he was like, yeah, man, like Cam Boozer could 1,010% go number one, but then that whole thing happened.
Yeah,
Cam Boozer kind of like it was mainly his brother Caden Boozer that kind of sold, but in that game, Cam Boozer just did not perform well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's young.
Yeah, if Cam Boozer did perform well in that game, he could have 100% been the number one overall pick.
Yeah, like his
Maybe,
draft stock would have soared.
yeah, probably more or less the number two pick, but yeah.
Yeah, more or less, but I think we all know who's going number one and number two.
Yeah, Darren Peterson 2 and AJ DeBansta 1.
These two guys are going to be insane.
Mm-hmm. And I would just like to say this about AJ DeBansta. I put all my faith in you in March Madness, and I had BYU go into the Sweet 16. You failed me, but
We still have faith in you. AJ DeBanza is the best scorer.
oh, without a doubt.
Without
AJ
averaging 25 points per game with BYU.
And I'll say this, if Darren Peterson could stayed healthy throughout the season, he would have been the number one overall pick.
Yeah. 1,010%. But, like, you also have, like, the drama, where he doesn't want to work hard with Kansas. And then, yeah, like, with the injuries and stuff and everything. It was just a mess for Darren Peterson. But I have no doubt, like, he's going to get his stuff together because other than A.J. DeBanza, he's one of the best pure scorers. And maybe Darius Acuff, too.
Yeah.
If we're going off the scoring ability. Because the way he's able to isolate defenders is insane.
Yeah.
But A.J. DeBanza is just better.
Yeah, I mean, AJ DeBansta, he's been the number one overall pick for a while, and he's going to go number one. I mean, I will say this, though. I feel bad for Pacers fans.
Pacers, yeah, you traded Ivica Zubac over there, which was not bad, but I'm still doing that. I'm still doing that 10 times out of 10, but was it really worth the 5th overall pick? You could have gotten Keaton Wagler. Maybe, or Darius Acuff, whoever you needed.
Well, it was a top 4 protected pick, and they were tied for the number 1 highest odds to get the first overall pick, and they fell out of the top 4.
Yeah. It was a protected pick, and they traded that pick for Ivica Zubac, which is not bad. I mean, Ivica Zubac is a huge step up from Miles Turner.
Yeah.
But it just didn't end up working out. So that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for our mock draft for the NBA 2026 draft. We hope you all enjoyed this. There will be a lot more content coming out this week. We hope you all appreciate us. Hope you all subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. If you're sports fans, we know you're going to fall in love with this podcast because we always upload weekly. If we're not busy, we always upload weekly content for you guys to love and enjoy. So we are going to be signing off. I'm Postmetrics.
I'm Nico Mateo.
We are signing off. See you guys later.